What is the word in geometry for a shape that has three sides? Triangle. What type of shape has four corners, four lines that are equal in length? Square or diamond. How many sides are there in a pentagon? 5. If a figure is hexagonal, how many sides does it have? 6. What is the opposite of convex? Concave. What is the shape of an egg? Oval. Which shape in mathematics has the concept of perimeter and diameter? Circle. How do you describe the line that divides a circle into the same half? Diameter. How do you describe the line that segments a circle? Chord. Which shape in mathematics has the concept of perimeter and diameter? Circle. When something has increased by triple, how many times does it increase? 3. What is the opposite of maximize? Minimize. What is the opposite word of subtraction in mathematics? Addition. What is the opposite of division in mathematics? Multiplication. 1 1/2 represents what percentage? 150%. What is 3/4 of 100%? 75%. What do meter and millimeter measure, weight or length? Length. Tons, kilograms and stones measure what property? Weight. What do these following describe, kilogram, pounds, and tons? Weight. What device is used to measure the height of mountains? Altimeter. What device do you use to measure your weight? Scale. What does a barometer measure? Air pressure. What instrument would you use to examine very small objects or live forms? Microscope. If telescopes are used to locate distant objects, what instrument is employed to magnify minuscule objects? Microscope. Which instrument is used to measure variations in temperature? Thermometer. What do you use to test the body temperature? Thermometer. What is the altitude related to, weight or height? Height. A planet or a galaxy that is very distant can be seen with what device? Telescope. What is H2O in chemical substances? Water. What will snow become after it's melt? Water. What do humans and animals need to inhale for survival? Oxygen or air. Inhalation of which tobacco substance or activity is dangerous? Nicotine. What is the thing that has iron inside and can attract iron? Magnet. What is the opposite of still? Dynamic or active. Where is the habitat of camels? Desert. How do you describe the desert, humid or aridity? Aridity. How do we call the young horse? Pony. Which of the following are real animals, unicorn, giraffe, dragon or mermaid? Giraffe. What term is used for animals such as humans that usually give birth to live young, mammals or reptiles? Mammals. What is the wet place does crocodile prefer to live? Swamp. What do we call the science of animal life, biology or zoology? Zoology. What kind of animal is a butterfly? Insect. What kind of liquid do mammals feed their children? Milk. Which one would you most likely to see in the lake, a swan or a crocodile? Swan. What do we call the animals with white ivory and long trunk? Elephant. If a species is described as venomous, what substance does it has? Venom or poison. Ornithologists study people, birds, clocks, or poetry? Birds. What is a collective term for cows and bulls, especially on a farm? Cattle. What is the economic sector that deals with farming? Agriculture. How do butterflies fly? Flutter. How do you describe the movements of the wings of butterfly, pounce, stretch or flap? Flap. What do you call the seasonal flying from cold to warmer areas, mitigation or migration? Migration. Can you find alligators in a swamp or a lake? A swamp. What do we call the things that birds use to fly? Wings. What is the name of male sheep? Ram. Who left this footprint, a bear or a wolf or a bird? Bear. How would you describe an animal that no longer exists on the earth? Extinct. Which sweet food do bees produce? Honey. In the animal kingdom, is the purpose of camouflage to attract a mate, to find food or to hide? Hide. What do we call the study of living things? Biology or ecology. What do we describe the position of subterranean? Underground. What do we call the ship that runs underwater? Submarine. What do you throw underwater to keep ships staying on rivers or oceans without drifting away? Anchor. What is correlation with the cause? Effect. Which is easier to be recycled, plastic or paper? Paper. Who was the predecessor of King Bernard? King Russell. What do we call a disease which spreads by contact? Contagion. What does green being helpful for? Environment. What do these following belong to? Chrysanthemum, roses, daisies, tulip, etc. Flowers. What do these following belong to? Roses, daisies, tulips, etc. Flowers. Before airplanes were invented, how did people travel between island from America to Europe? By ship. What do we call a mass of snow, ice and rock that falls down the side of a mountain? Avalanche. What word is used to describe frozen water? Ice. What do we call the person who repaired the car? Auto technician, auto mechanic. Which one needs the most complicated mechanism, car, ship or airplane? Airplane. Why bees are important to agriculture? Pollination. Why are bees very important to agriculture? Pollination/or pollinating. What is the name for cultivating and managing gardens? Horticulture. In which subject would you learn gravity, physics or chemistry? Physics. Sea level rise or down due to climate change? Rise. What do we call the northernmost and southernmost part of the Earth? Pole. Where does the puffer live? Sea, ocean. Agriculture is a process which can be realized by farming. What are the people that plant food, raise crop are commonly known as? Farmers. Which place has higher humidity, desert or rainforest? Rainforest. What plants are grown between rocks? Rock plants or lithophytes? What type of plant is mint? Herb. What do we call the method that uses the needle to ease the pain? Acupuncture. What is the act that does not waste resources? Recycle/or recycling. What material does a carpenter use? Wood. What is the collection of maps called? Atlas. What material is the tire made of? Rubber. What material is used both on window and light bulb? Glass. What is the chemical name of gold? Mg, O or O2? O. What key mineral makes seawater different from fresh water? Salt. When ice is at room temperature, what does it become? Water.